Alrighty guys, we're back for Azorius Waterbending, and this is a Last Airbender Standard brew, and I'm Red Cat. Let's briefly go over the deck, then hop right into some Ranked. But first things first, this was a suggestion over in the Discord. Thank you so much for the suggestion, it's gonna be a fun one. We have a couple Waterbender Ascensions. 2 mana enchantment. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put a quest counter on this enchantment. Then, if it has 4 or more quest counters on it, draw a card. Cool. Waterbend 4. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Well, how do you waterbend? Your creatures and artifacts can help you pay for a waterbend cost. Each one you tap pays for 1 mana. That's pretty cool. Maybe we can make something like a chunky Regal Bunnicorn unblockable with that Waterbender Ascension. Power toughness, each equal to the number of non-land permanents you control. Should be a lot of non-land permanents, as that's what the decklist is trying to do for the sake of waterbending. So cards like Carrot Cake coming in with the Bunny Rabbit and the Carrot Cake itself being an artifact, right? That'll help us waterbend. We also have Novice Inspector coming in as a human, but also you're investigating, so you get the clue. Spyglass Siren, you get the extra map token, of course. Now, getting all these extra creatures and artifacts onto the board pairs beautifully with Warden of the Inner Sky, making the cut as a 4-of as well. Gotta have a bit of tempo packed in. We got a couple bounce off. This could be your bounce spell of choice if you like Into the Floodmaw. Go for it. I do think that it'll act as protection for our creatures, and sometimes maybe you'll want to bounce like an Inspector or something just to play it again for an extra clue, right? And we have Mockingbird to be able to copy some of these smaller ETB creatures, or maybe copy some of the bigger creatures too, like Benevolent River Spirit is just a 2 mana, 4/5, flying, ward 2. When this creature enters, scry 2. So what's the downside? Well, of course, right? There has to be something. As an additional cost to cast this spell, Waterbend 5. That's a pretty significant extra cost, but with everything we just went over, it shouldn't be too bad in here. And then again, if it is just 2 mana on the board, then you can do X is 1 on Mockingbird, and all of a sudden you have an extra 4/5 with Ward 2 and flying. Seems pretty decent, right? We have some counter spells packed in with a couple No More Lies. We have some important removal with all 4 Get Lost. There's going to be moments where you actually end up popping one of your own things just for a couple extra map tokens, right? Now, here on the top end, we have a couple Aang Swift Savior. It's a pretty good tempo piece. It's a 3 mana 2/3 with flash and flying. When Aang enters, airbend up to 1 other target creature or spell. Okay. And then waterbend 8 here. Transform Aang into Aang and La, Ocean's Fury. The 5/5 reach trample. Whenever Aang and La attack, put a +1/+1 counter on each tapped creature you control. Really cool, man. So also here on the top end, sorry guys, I just smacked my mic. I don't think it got picked up, but it might have. So anyways, Spirit Water Revival here, also on the top end. It's a 3 mana sorcery as an additional cost to cast this spell. You may waterbend 6. Okay, so draw 2 cards. But if the additional cost was paid, instead, shuffle your graveyard into your library, draw 7 cards. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. Exile Spirit Water Revival. So the big question here is, how easy is it actually going to be to pay that Waterbend 6? Because this card could be absolutely crazy in the right deck list, and hopefully this is the right deck list. 21 total mana. We got 4 of the Verge, and we have 4 Multiversal Passage, as well as a Restless Anchorage here. Verge originally tapping for white, so you can see the actual split there as well. It should be fine and dandy. I don't think we need anything too fancy for this mana base, but we'll see. Over in the honorable mentions, guys, I dropped a Veteran Survivor from the original deck list just to squeeze more things into the deck list. Thought about some protection as well. Secret Identity and Enter the Avatar State are both protection spells that should be pretty good, but the more protection we go up, the less cards that we have that enter with an extra artifact and stuff too, so that could be a hindrance to actually casting our waterbending cards. Okay, I do my dandiest to save the more in-depth discussion for the end of the video, so look forward to that. In the meantime, let's go ahead, take this into some ranked, see how we do. Okay, we'll see if we can get right into that first game. In the meantime, what am I expecting from the build? I have no idea. I think that it's set up pretty well to get those waterbending abilities pretty cheap. So if we can successfully have any amount of setup, especially this Spirit Water Revival, should be kind of insane, right? We'll see, though. We'll see. We go first. Great news. Good hand. Wow. Can't complain about this at all, dude. Holy cow. I guess we'll go right into... Wait, did the opponent say hello? Hi, opponent. I missed it. I don't know. They dropped something, so I'll drop the hello just in case. Momo. We could keep No More Lies open for their turn. It wouldn't be a terrible idea, but also just like Waterbending. Waterbender Ascension on turn 2, get the Warden through is pretty good too, so. Nice. It's good. Really good, actually. Okay, they got another Plains. Or they have Starting Town Plains. It could be Azorius Flyers. Depending on how greedy the... oh, it's going to be Deep Cavern Bat. Okay, pretty much any of these is okay for the opponent to pick up, right? No More Lies? Yep, totally fine. Yeah, anything that they picked up there, I would say would be pretty good. Okay, Regal Bunnicorn. The Plains open. I'm kind of afraid to swing with the Warden, but it should be fine, right? It's also okay just to draw 2 here off the Spirit Water Revival. We don't need to Waterbend every time we play that. But establishing Bunnicorn's a little bit more fun, too. That's probably what I'll end up doing. Let's start with a swing and see what happens. We get it through. We get an extra counter on the Ascension. Good news. They know about the Verge, so we'll play the Verge. And let's get the Bunnicorn down instead of the Spirit Water Revival. And Bunnicorn on the board could just mean more creatures getting through for the Ascension as well when it comes time. Okay. Gonna be sheltered by Ghost. Okay, there goes the Bunnicorn. That's okay. It's not too bad. It could have been worse, I would say. Still 1 away from the Ascension. Oh, more mana's pretty bad, guys. That is pretty bad. Let's go ahead and Spirit Water Revival before combat here. See what we see. Another Spirit Water Revival and another Ascension as well, actually. It doesn't really matter which one we play. I'll go ahead and get the island down and let's get that swing. 1 step closer to the Ascension, actually getting us some card draw. It's going to be Valley Rockcaller. Okay. Essence Channeler. Wow. Dude, we're in danger, huh? That's a pretty good lineup for the opponent. Benevolent River Spirit. Yeah, for this game, we really didn't showcase the waterbending side of it at all. Nothing to really give us extra artifacts on the board or anything like that. We could spend 4 to make the Warden unblockable, get that through, and then, then draw since it'll be the 4th. But outside of that, we don't have the extra 5 to pay on the River Spirit. That could be a really good blocker in the air. Let's start with the card draw, I guess, on the Spirit Water Revival, because maybe we'll see something that can actually help us survive next turn. Regal Bunnicorn's pretty good, but Carrot Cake might even be a little better here, especially with the extra Scry. Still going to be 1 short from the Warden, though. Nope, don't need more mana, I would say. Especially mana that's going to cost us. Got 3 here, 3 in the air. They could easily have lethal next turn, guys, as they get the Channeler into the air as well. Keeping the Menace block on the ground for 1 might not even matter, honestly. Let's see what the opponent pulls off here. Yep, I think we could easily die this turn. 5th mana is going to be a Fabled Passage. Okay. Starting Town Pay, get the Channeler into the air. Going to be Authority of Consuls. Maybe it's not going to be lethal damage this turn, guys. Actually, keep the Rockcaller back for some reason. Whenever it attacks, each opponent loses X life. You gain X life, where X is the number of other squirrels, bats, lizards, and... I don't know why they kept the Rockcaller back, guys, honestly. Oh, we end up finding more mana off the top, unfortunately. And Channeler being a 6/5 now too. Any of our extra creatures that we play gonna enter tapped thanks to the authority. So, I mean, we're just like, we're super out of this one, huh? That's a shame. I did like getting close to the Ascension, getting powered up. If we were able to keep maybe the second or the first Bunnicorn on the board, maybe that could have helped a little bit. So let's go ahead. Let's start with the Carrot Cake. It's going to enter tap. They're going to go up to 23. Channeler goes up to a 7/6. Another Warden, not the greatest based on everything that's on the board, unfortunately. I think Authority of Consuls might just be a brutal card to go up against here, regardless. Actually, guys, I'm just going to make it so that way we can get, like, our Warden of the Inner Sky through. That way we can see even more off the top here for the first game. It's actually going to be more mana too, so that's something to consider here, as maybe this was a potential flood, but overall the mana is also helping you pay for the additional waterbending costs as well, so yeah, good game, opponent. Good game. One reason to just save the rock collar back is if they are scared of potential attacks, so they have a potential block, or keeping rock collar back so that way we didn't get extra card draw on Ascension, which potentially could have been essential for us as well. So there are reasons to keep the rock collar back. I just, I like attacking, so so when I see that the rock collar could have swung, right, but no, saving that as a blocker also works pretty well, especially with the Ascension on the board, because we could have gotten essentially free card draw, but they did have Vigilance on the Essence Channeler too, so yeah, we're going to keep this. You like how the hands have been so far. Now, is it going to be, the question is it going to be No More Lies, save that open, or is it going to be Inspector next turn? Or Bunnicorn is fine, spend the mana while we have the mana. That totally works. Bunnicorn, come on down, buddy. You get to stick around this time against Rakdos? Bunnicorn, get down! Oh, okay, it's just my. For a player casts a non-creature spell, they lose 2 life. Oh, crap, dude. That actually seems pretty scary. The first strike on there, too. Unfortunately, we don't got double white on the board. But we do have a swing with the Bunnicorn, which is good. Now, this might be a game where we just desperately need more mana off the top, too. We'll see. No, Bunnicorn, why? Heartless Act. We take the 2 all day. See if we find that third. We don't, but Spyglass Siren's pretty darn good, too. So we can get the Inspector down. Spyglass Siren down. I guess I could have swung, too. Yeah, I probably should have swung first. That's okay. We still slipped the 1 damage through. Third mana. Third mana. Third mana. Alright. Hey, third mana. Dude, we can totally waterbend 6 right here, right now. Do we? Yes. Yes, we do. Holy cow. We're totally fine. We're still at 17. Oh, we're at 15 now because of my. Look at our hand, dude. Oh my goodness. Barely any mana though. Still, that's enough mana for now, right? I hope. We got a swing for 4, down to 10. We gotta pop the Mai first, that's for sure. 4 mana there. Aang also airbends. That's a creature. We won't take the 2. Benevolent River Spirit's pretty good. Blocks really well, but it could just be like another Heartless Act or something, you know? Yeah, Aang's not bad, because if we airbend Mai, they'll get it back for just 2 mana though, but then on the stack of them recasting, we could bounce off, but then bouncing off a Thrill Seeker isn't great either. It all doesn't seem that great. Maybe it's just going to be Bunnicorn and keep the No More Lies open. Bunnicorn blocks really well on the ground. We get to keep Get Lost, No More Lies, bounce off. The problem is we just got to be careful about this extra 2 that Mai's doing every turn. I mean, we still have Benevolent River Spirit for the turn too, if we just want to try pushing like that instead. We could. I'll start with the swing with the Siren, see if anything sticks. Nothing sticks. Let's do it. Benevolent River Spirit. This is freaking sick, dude. Scry 2, Waterbender Ascension. I don't know if we need more card draw at this point, but Waterbender Ascension can help us get the Bunnicorn through. So I'm going to keep it. And Carrot Cake, some life gain too. I'm going to keep that as well, I guess. I don't know. Maybe Carrot Cake first, because we're at 10. Maybe start gaining... Well, as soon as we play Carrot Cake, the Mai hits us. So we could play 5th mana Aang, Airbend Mai, play Carrot Cake, but then... Arch Enemy's Charm. Oh no, the Bunnicorn! No, my friend! Rude! Okay, yeah, so they want to make sure they get some through, so they hit that max speed. Death Touch Haste is really good on the Thrill Seeker when we have terrific blockers. Okay. Yeah. Again, we don't have to airbend Mai. The concept there, of course, is trying not to take the 2. Like, we could still drop the Get Lost on Mai instead, take the 2, play the Carrot Cake. Also save Aang as just flash, save everything else open. We could also still go 5th mana, 3 open, get the Carrot Cake down now. Keep Carrot Cake's ability open for the 3. Get the Scry. Wait a minute, we knew it was Ascension. Oh, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it, guys, right? Well, we have life gain open on the Carrot Cake. We're going to swing in the air for 5 and hopefully just threaten lethal next turn. Especially if they're going to take 2 from the Mai as well. So we can go back up to 9 successfully with the Carrot Cake. We could still have Bounce Off open too. And we also have Aang open as well, which is another flyer in the air. And it would be really easy to actually Waterbend 8 for Aang to turn into Aang and La Ocean's Fury. I don't know. Let's see what they do. Like they're going to go for the swing first before anything else. Okay. Yep. We'll try it. Come on down, Aang. Come on down, buddy. Actually. Maybe we do actually... No. It's my. Okay. Okay. I almost messed up. We're fine. So if we full block into Thrill Roller, we could take it off the board, but I think it's safe just to chump. Hold up. Do we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Holy cow, guys. We had Waterbend 8. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So... Swift Savior can use itself to Waterbend too, right? That's a lot on this card. Your creatures and artifacts can help you pay for the Waterbend cost. Yeah. So I guess if we could have taken the 2 down to 4, which is a little sketchy versus Rakdos. We could have tapped everything this turn. So, well, number 1, no, we didn't have to take the 2. I'm wrong, guys. We could have chumped right here with the rabbit, then Waterbended, and bring out Aang and La, and then have a nice clean swing. That was nice, man. We totally did the thing. The opponent missed mana a little bit, but it really, like, that early Waterbending, just drawing 7, no maximum hand size. That was crazy, dude. That was actually crazy. Let's keep the ball rolling. I think that, you know, that ball can roll in either direction. Win or lose, that showcased something for real. So, yeah, cool. With all those extra tapping and whatnot, I do wonder how often, like, I wonder if Warden of the Inner Sky is worth it in here as the 4 of, because I think a couple of these could also work, and then just go up a couple more things that come in with an extra artifact or something, you know? Like this hand, this is actually going to be really hard to get Benevolent Spirit to do anything, and the opponent goes first, which is terrifying, but it also might be a weird mulligan, so I'm going to keep it and see what happens. Another Warden of the Inner Sky is not terrible, but again, we kind of just prefer something that would come in with an extra artifact. Are there any more to choose from at 1 mana, though? Probably not. I'm blanking. Optimistic Scavenger. Nice. Okay, so the Plains is pretty good too, but so is this. So, second Warden. But you know what? I should have swung first, because I think we could cheese this through easy peasy. I can't think of a flash enchantment that's blue, so they only had a blue source open. Altered by Ghost hits one of the Wardens. We get a swing, they go back up to 22, and we might just be forced to use Revival as a draw to, as Benevolent River Spirit just kind of chilling. Not able to do too much, especially... Oh yeah, we're definitely going Spirit Water Revival. See what we draw here. Carrot Cake's fantastic. More mana, not so much fantastic. We'll go for the swing because we don't plan on blocking the Scavenger anyways. Violent Hall Creeper. Nice. Probably boost wide. No, they go tall onto the Scavenger. That's pretty scary. Waterbender Ascension. Good. That's pretty good. If we... Okay, we send mana for sure. We don't need more mana. That's not good. Get the mana out of here. The Scavenger is going to get above this Benevolent River Spirit pretty fast, guys. We go Ascension and swing with Warden. We can get the one through, but Carrot Cake, just extra life gain now could be pretty good too. I'm pretty sure we still establish Ascension. Could also tap down these 3. Take 5, get an extra counter onto the Warden. That also just doesn't seem that great right now, right? It's probably a little better to get the ball rolling on the Waterbender Ascension. Which, in the last game, would have been pretty easy to power up, but we didn't need the extra card draw anyways, even though we kept it on top. Still put the Carrot Cake on top for a very good reason, I would say. Okay, Feather of Flight gets around the Trump blocker on the ground, guys. This time they are going to go ahead and spread it wide. They got 7 coming through regardless. We have no blocks for that, so... Benevolent River Spirit probably doesn't do too much here, guys. As it's a 4-5 and Scavenger's already 5-3, so... Could also swing with both of these, get Ascension up to 2. We die next turn anyway, so our best bet is actually having a blocker. And we still swing with Warden because it can't block either of those anyways. And Carrot Cake's pretty good. So is Spyglass Siren, though. Another chump block in the air could keep us in 1 extra turn. I'm calling it a chump block, but I suppose we don't really know what the opponent has. Being at 6, though, I guess we have to worry about the Hall Creeper. So let's keep the Carrot Cake on top instead. Okay, that's the second counter on Waterbender Ascension, and right now we can kind of see why we only got 2 of those in here rather than all 4 or something. It's a slow grind to get to the 4th and then actually start drawing. They find the Sheltered by Ghost anyways. Oh, guys, they have to pay the ward, though. Aha! The Ascension's a good pick, for sure. That is what they end up targeting. Extra counter onto Scavenger. They should just go Hall Creeper, save Scavenger back, right? Or still go for the trade, but then we'd get the other Warden. Either way, the Hall Creeper's a problem. No, they save all back for some reason, guys. Why not swing with the Hall Creeper? That's the question, since this creature can't be blocked. I'm not 100% certain on that one. So, we can go Carrot Cake. Oh no, we don't have enough white sources on the board, guys. We can go back up to 9 successfully. 1, 2, 3, 4. We wouldn't have enough open for Carrot Cake. Oh, guys, I'm being silly. You don't need a white source to activate Carrot Cake. So we can successfully activate both Carrot Cakes this turn if we wanted to. That's great news. I suppose that is what we end up doing, though, right? Over the other River Spirit, we have to make sure that we have enough life gain if they end up boosting super wide on the Hall Creeper. A little bit of an awkward turn, but I don't mind activating Carrot Cake twice. Back up to 12, get a couple bunny rabbits. And I definitely don't mind the Spyglass Siren here at all, being an extra potential chump blocker for the Scavenger. Oh man, Seam Rip, pay the 2, get rid of the Benevolent River Spirit. Wow. Boost wide up to 10 on the board. We no longer have a blocker in the air. Can't block on the ground either. Air kick number 1. Spyglass Siren, I guess we'll keep on top, right? Air kick number 2. Okie dokies. They drop nice, so we go down to 2, but Hall Creeper is going to wrap this up regardless. The opponent's at 38. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. We could go ahead and we could successfully play Spyglass Siren into Benevolent Water Spirit. Cool. Either way, though, the Hall Creeper does get through. Get lost. There we go, man. Holy cow. And the opponent's dropping the nice. They must like the deck list, right? Since we can't block on the ground anyways, I suppose we can do this. Keep the Get Lost on top. Get the opponent down to 36. Like I said, close game, huh? Close game. I think there was a real possibility that if we saw removal earlier in the game, that we actually could have balanced this out a little bit, right? For sure. Although I also think that enchantments in general should be in a pretty good position right now. And Hall Creeper is an excellent creature that gets criminally underplayed as well. And it's so easy to boost up with the Scavenger. So you have Seam Rip for the Spyglass Siren. That does boost the Scavenger, but it still ends up trading into the River Spirit. Regardless, though, Hall Creeper gets some there. Good game, opponent. Good game. That was a fun one. Nice little puzzle to think through. Maybe early on, if I would have started using the Warden ability, we could have gotten some successful scrying in or something. Guys, while I have you here in the middle of the video, make sure you check out that description where we do have the Discord link as well as the Patreon link too, if you're interested in joining either of those up or supporting the channel that way. And then also, guys, the YouTube side of things, if you like the video, excuse me, guys. If you like the video, make sure you actually drop it a like. If you enjoy the channel, then consider subscribing because it really does help out the channel. So thank you, guys. All right. Opponent, what you bringing to the table, buddy? Bring some dinos to the table. That would be fun. That'd be a good time. Yeah, so far the mana base has felt fine. It hasn't felt too greedy, right? Even with the double blue on the Benevolent River Spirit. Although, we could probably get a couple starting towns in here and not worry too much, right? I'm actually going to go... Oh, never mind. We're going to go Warden over the Inspector and try Bunnicorn next turn with a surprise Inspector for extra damage on turn 3 Bunnicorn. Land of War Elves. Oh dear. And Spyglass Siren kind of makes me want to change my line, but it could still keep my turn 3 the same with a nice surprise Bunnicorn swinging in. A good draw overall. Ba Sing Se. They pass it back. Wow. Let's see what we can get done here. Second Bunnicorn is actually pretty good. Do we do that instead? No, we don't, because we have great taps for the Warden. When we do it like this, right? I guess I'll save the Inspector. Third mana is actually really good. I'm going to keep that. Go, go, go. They keep Llanowar Elves. They're ramping into something, guys. Bo. It is. All right. Very nice, opponent. Third mana is great and all. But what are we going to do here to get that last 11 through? We do have Benevolent River Spirit if we want to do that route. But I suppose it's just way better to airbend. Right? Oh, that's only 10 on the board. No. It's lethal damage because Aang is counting as a permanent. There you go. Oh, also, we could have had 12 because we still had 3 open to tap for the Warden, but we didn't have to. The opponent was completely tapped out. If they weren't completely tapped out, then that is definitely something you want to do just in case they find something to cheese a little bit of life gain or something. You never know, right? So, cool, man. Wow. Taking down mono green. Did we just end on a high note? Nah, one more. The games have been relatively fast. I'd say that it totally showcased something here, right? I think so. And remember, guys, this was a suggestion over in the Discord. And like I just mentioned before that last game, the Discord link's down in the description. Definitely a reason to join that up is to share deck lists and whatnot. Now, I never net deck. I always end up changing something, but even if the deck list is perfect, right? Perfect deck list, I'll just end up ruining it by taking a couple cards out. And then if I think that they're still worthwhile, then I'll put them in the honorable mentions as well. But man, the hands have been good, right? Now we don't have the double blue source for the Benevolent River Spirit right now, but we can't complain too much about this at all. And then eventually, by the time we can actually cast the Benevolent River Spirit, okay, I'm actually going to start with Spyglass Siren so we can start swinging in the air here. Then probably Carrot Cake. We also need double blue on the Spirit Water Revival. Hopefully we'll be okay here. Waterbender Ascension, that's what we're going for instead. That way we can actually see it if it does something today. We don't know what we're up against yet. Starting town in Citadel. That could be anything, dude. That could literally just be anything. We'll start with the swing, right? Nice. Carrot Cake. Or Bunnicorn. If we see a third Carrot Cake Inspector would be really good. Yeah, I talked myself into Bunnicorn. It is unfortunately sticking. Bunnicorn, get down, bro. No more lies is what the opponent played. Right, I've been seeing a lot of no more lies since the D set came out because I've been seeing a lot of control, guys, which has been really scary. Control is like one of the worst types of deck lists to go up against. Okay, we got to get the scry rolling here for sure. Let's get that Carrot Cake down. Look, it's not a blue source, but we got to keep it, right? Right? Do we? Yes, maybe? Yes, we keep the third. Because that could be Carrot Cake for 2 and still getting Warden down for the turn as well. I wonder why they... I'm guessing they have another board wipe in hand. That's why the split up for a 1-for-1, right? 3 mana card for our Siren that was powering up our Ascension. Crescent Island Temple. Okay. Could be some shrine control. This could actually be pretty fun then. They take that trade all day because they don't want us to get to the Ascension, although we could Waterbend to get the bunny through. I think we just, I think we go wide. We're going to pop the carrot cake, see what's on top, and then decide. Get Lost is okay, but not the greatest, especially if they play another shrine next turn. We just don't know what else is in their deck list is the problem. I don't know, man. That's a really tough decision. I'm gonna send it. We're looking for the second blue source. We're gonna try to get this Warden in the air here in a couple turns as well. So 1, 2, 3. Another Inspector off the top is not terrible. I'm actually going to keep it because we can double down Inspector next turn. Use the Inspector and clues to actually waterbend the Ascension's bottom ability. They do end up getting another 1/1. So Get Lost could have popped the enchantments too. We don't want to forget about that. But I feel like it wouldn't have been worth it because it would be right now. We're trying to push damage. I don't know how good that setup's actually going to be for them overall, so... I suppose instead of using the Ascension's ability, we just want to get Warden into the sky, actually, don't we? And so we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so we can actually use the map token as well to see what's on top. Hope that's okay. Benevolent, we don't have the double blue, so we actually send it. Okay, so... 1, 2, 3 in the air. There's the second blue source. Keep it on top. And I guess we max out the damage here. 1, 2, 3. All right. 3-turn clock with the Warden, but I got a bad feeling that the Warden is going to go bye-bye. Even so, I think it was worth putting all of our eggs into the Warden basket, right? I think so. No, deadly cover-up is brutal, man. Okay, well, at least it wiped their tokens as well. And at this point, we don't have that, so we definitely just go for the draw 3 on this... I'm sorry, draw 2. We do see Novice Inspector, which is actually really, really good here. Okay. Right, so it takes forever to get this Ascension rolling, and I suppose we could just say in the current version of Standard where there's just so much popping everything left and right. Aang's Journey, okay, cool. They actually end up kicking this. They gain 2 life here, back up to 12. And they're gonna grab a basic and a shrine, reveal them. At this point, they could grab, looks like they grabbed the blue shrine. They're gonna get land from Kyoshi Island, and they're going to get a 1/1 from the temple, so we still won't get the Inspector through unless we activate the Ascension's ability. And they draw 3 here, guys. Their hand is nice and stocked up. We're in so much danger. No more lies. Fantastic news. Although... guys, I feel like we kind of just used the Waterbender Ascension. Don't forget, we can draw off the clues too, but I feel like we got to get this Inspector through, see more off the top. They're tapped out right now. 2, 3. Keeps a clue and a No More Lies open. Totally fine here, right? Let's see what we draw. Because it could mean the difference between our passage. Yep. Taking the 2, falling blue, getting the other Warden down. It's too bad they restocked their hand so beautifully with the Spirit Oasis, guys. So now we have Clue and No More Lies open. Anyone's game, dude. Anyone's. I think it's heavily leaning towards the opponent, though, after the Deadly Cover-Up wipe. And the restock with their hand, too. I guess it was both of those things that make it heavily lean towards the opponent. They can easily spend the 3 for the No More Lies here, guys, since they have so much mana. We could still do that, or it's probably just time to activate a clue. And maybe if they have another shrine in hand, that's what we hit with the No More Lies, because they still got 4 mana here, so... If they try another shrine... Uh-oh. They did actually collect evidence, so now they know that the No More Lies is in hand. So that's not great news. That, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the clue. So we do have the clue and the Benevolent River Spirit next turn if we end up missing here. We see a Spyglass Siren, which is pretty good. Hopefully, it's not going to be a third Deadly Cover-Up, because I am just going to go ahead and play everything this turn. And at that point, tap the Spyglass Siren as well, so that way we can keep the No More Lies open, just in case, right? I'm going to send the second No More Lies because they have so much mana that it's probably not going to hit anything, and plus they know about the first one anyways. But Carrot Cake's not terrible. I'm going to keep Carrot Cake because I think we should keep anything that's actually generating a creature at this point. So, No More Lies is open with a clue. Opponent, cool deck list though. You're rocking some shrines. It's not your generic control. It's not your generic brutal control. It is going to be the third Deadly Cover-Up, unfortunately, guys. So at some point they'll run out of board wipes. So I say that, but it's the same concept as us just running out of creatures too, as now all the Wardens are gone, all of the Benevolent River Spirits are gone. Oh, guys, before the Deadly Cover-Up, I should have activated the clue. Well, at least in this scenario, we still have the No More Lies then, I suppose. But yeah, it's probably not hitting anything anyways. Now, I should have definitely went for the Bunny Rabbit to hand, because now we could just see mana. Well, Get Lost isn't bad, though. Restless Anchorage definitely is not bad as well. Never Another Shrine. You control enters, draw a card. That's just giving them lands. That's giving them monks. The Get Lost probably hits the Spirit Oasis, if nothing else. We can keep that open with the clue, or we can do clue now, actually. See if it changes our line a little bit. Maybe something to play this turn. No, second Get Lost, actually. Both of these totally fine to keep open as long as we don't think they're going to get eaten by a counterspell. Crescent Island Temple. Up the Spirit Oasis before it replaces itself. And then we'll save the other Get Lost for now. Get 1, 2, 3. Yep, it's totally fine. Totally fine. Although they're doing terrific deck thinning with that Kyoshi Island Plaza, for sure. Cool deck list, opponent. It is cool. It's too bad. I think that if they missed just one of the Deadly Cover-Ups, I think this could have been leaning towards us. But as it is right now... Southern Air Temple. What's this one do? This one +1 counters. Oh. And they're still playing around the No More Lies. They still have 3 mana open here, guys. Wow. Hello. Hi, opponent. My cabbages. Right, so I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Let's pop the Crescent Island Temple, I suppose. At that point, we wanted to pop it before the other one entered, so they'd had one less 1/1. But we didn't know what was left. We didn't know if it was a bigger thing, if the No More Lies could actually hold it up successfully. Cool, very cool. I mean, I have to try shrines. I have to at some point. So, and Northern Air Temple chilling on top, dude. I think this is GG's. I don't know what we could possibly see off the top. What's been nice about this one, this set so far, they dropped the GG's. Well, hold your horsies, opponent, hold your horsies. I could totally see something here, right? Right? Airbender Ascension, no, it's just going to be more mana, unfortunately. Let's see, I guess I should have used the map token before swinging, guys. Oh, Spirit Water Revival could have been pretty good. We wouldn't have had enough mana for it now anyways, but I guess I'll keep that. Yeah, they dropped the good game. But do they actually have lethal damage here on the board? Is the question. They start with the map token. Day of Judgment, Opponent. Too many board wipes, bro. Too many. Actually, I'm not sure. Like, because we don't know where the meta is settling. It might very well have to be a board wipe meta. We'll see, we'll see. Go ahead, send the Plaza. Northern Air Temple. Prowess, prowess, prowess. Counter, 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 right? For land. What's this one do? Oh, nice. Okay, if they have another Northern Air Temple in hand. Actually, they got 18 on the board. Wow, that was a good game, opponent. They have exactly lethal here. Yeah, I agree, though. Play it out completely since they don't know what this Verge is. Here you go. Here you go, opponent. No more lies. Pay your 3. Hello. Here, it's the quenchiest. A good game. That was fun. That was a fun version of Control. Still very brutal. 3 deadly cover-ups and whatnot. And the split up too, but the split up was just a 1-for-1, so that wasn't too bad. And they eventually sent the Day of Judgment, and then the Shrines just ended up taking over. Maybe if I would have kept that Get Lost earlier, I don't think that would have done too much, guys. End of video pack real quick. Go, 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 go. It's a new one. What do we got? Hey, my first Aang at the Crossroads. Cool. All right. All right, guys. Azorius Waterbending. Discord suggestion. Thank you again. This was fun, and it totally showcased something here today. I don't know how worth it is actually having counter spells. You can see we only got 2 of them. I wouldn't mind 3rd and 4th Regal Bunnicorn. I wouldn't mind a couple more bounce off or something. I wouldn't mind 2nd Mockingbird, 3rd Aang, right? 21 mana felt fine for what we're doing here, for sure. What do you guys think? I think that we could successfully go up a couple starting towns too if you're fearing that double blue. Like in that last game, the double blue did hold us up actually. But usually the Verge is going to power up because everything except for the Verge itself and the Anchorage powers up the Verge. So that's still 16 total lands powering up the Verge. Passage calls whatever you want. It's going to be white sometimes. It's going to be blue other times. Yeah. 2nd Restless Anchorage is not going to hurt anything in here either. With the split being so even, if we do go up a couple starting towns, I would just drop a Plains and an Island. But then remember the Verge, originally tapping for white, if all you see is starting town doesn't power up Verge, and now you still don't have double blue for the Benevolent River Spirit. So that's very important. That's definitely something to think about for sure. I could also see a Sheltered by Ghost being okay in here as like a 1 or a 2 of. I still think you want to opt for Get Lost because there's still going to be moments where you potentially pop one of your own things for a couple map tokens, even if it's going to be like a Waterbender Ascension, which I think we could successfully drop down to 1 as well if we really did want the 2nd Mockingbird as well too, because Mockingbird easily copies Bunnicorn, and Bunnicorn now flying in the air is scary, but it's a similar concept to making it unblockable with the Ascension too, so it depends. Mockingbird as a 1 of is usually what I opt for in these style of deck lists. So I think the original suggestion had more Mockingbird, but what ends up happening is if you only see Mockingbird, it's just a 1/1 flyer, which ends up being pretty bad actually, especially if you don't see anything else. And at that point, you just want more Spyglass Siren or Inspector style abilities, which that's another thing, guys. Maybe Warden is just like a 2 of in here, and you just need more things that enter with 2 things at the same time. Creature and an artifact at the same time. What other options do we have? Let me know down in the comments. Outside of that, it performed well enough to potentially just not change anything too. How about the Do Not Craft list? Yes, because put everything on the Do Not Craft list for the first couple weeks of any given set. Just because you never know where the meta is going to settle, right? Here's the split between rares and rares on top of rares. It's pretty expensive for what it is, and the mana too, of course, but luckily you can play that in other deck lists as well, especially the Multiversal Passage, which has been just fantastic for me, guys. So many different deck lists run the Passage successfully, so Yeah, that's a good chunk of rares. Definitely put it on the do not craft list. But if you got most of the cards already, I totally think we showcased something here, guys. I think it was pretty cool. And I really like the idea of kind of a main build around Benevolent River Spirit. We even got to see a full-blown Spirit Water Revival. That was really, really cool. Great game. Just awesome today. Awesome stuff. Okay, guys. Yeah, didn't want to take too long to go over this. We hit the 50-minute mark. If you made it this far into the video for real, y'all are champions. I super duper appreciate you. Definitely let me know what you thought of the deck list down in the comments. And hey, I will see you in the next video.